My dear friends, welcome to Sur Sangam Reflection from Jaipur. We are in the second Sunday of this Lenten season, a holy season. And today we have the episode of the Transfiguration of the Lord. The disciples of the Lord had lived with Jesus for a very, very long time. They were trying to understand who Jesus is. Is he simply a great man, like any other person, a philosopher, a miracle worker, or a miraculous man? No, he is much more than that. He is Jesus, the Son of God. And in order to prove that, Jesus takes them on a high mountain, on Mount Tabor. And there he is transfigured. Everything changes. It is a terrible vision which these three people, Peter, James, and John, had never ever experienced. And they see Jesus in a different vision altogether. His clothes, his eyes, his entire body is transfigured. It is shining like a star. And they do not know what is happening over there. And suddenly in that vision, they see two great people, Moses and Elijah. Moses, who had received the Ten Commandments on Mount Sinai, and Elijah, who had run away to Horeb to hide himself, and there he had heard the voice of Yahweh. And here, Peter is mesmerized. He says, let us have three tents made, one for Moses, one for Elijah, and one for Jesus. And as he says, after some time, he hears a voice. Here is my beloved son. Listen to him. And then the whole scene, so to say, disappears. Dear friends, what is this scene? Why was this needed? It was needed because they wanted to have the true identity of Jesus. Was Jesus a God? Was Jesus a man? Or was he something different from all that they thought of him? They were not able to comprehend. But slowly they were able to understand that Jesus was much more than what they had expected of him. He was not just someone whom they had followed, but he was giving them the way to salvation, a kingdom of God. And how was that happening? That was happening because now Jesus was leading them into a different life. To understand that something which is heavenly, much more than earthly, that he was truly someone who was appointed by God himself. Up to now, we had Moses who gave the laws to the people of Israel. We had other prophets and may had many others. But now Jesus was being spoken as the Son of God. Therefore the voice truly says, listen to him. Yes, that is exactly, my dear brothers and sisters, we have been called. You and I also have been following Jesus, and we have received our baptism and other sacraments. But now we are walking with him to that mountain, which is not just a high mountain as we think, but that high place where we will experience Jesus in a new way. That is, deep down in our hearts, we will also experience the transfiguration of the Lord. What is transfiguration? It is a metamorphosis. That means a total transformation that must take place in the disciples. Did it happen altogether at that time? No, it did not. But it happened afterwards when they realized who Jesus really was. And they understood the whole mystery of Jesus. That Jesus was someone who came to conquer like the other Messiah, the King of the world. But a king who came to serve, king who came to give his own life. प्यारे भाई और बहनों, आज वही मसीह आपको, मुझे और सबों को बुलावा देता है और हमें ये बताता है, मैं ईश्वर का पुत्र हूं। मैं इस संसार में अपने आप को न्योछावर करने के लिए आया हूं। उसकी जो छवि वहां पर माउंट टेबर में देखी गई थी, आज भी हमें दिखाई देती है जब हमें अपने जीवन के अंदरूनी जीवन में हम प्रवेश करते हैं। कब? जब हम भी अपने आप को ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करने के लिए तैयार हैं, जब हम अपने जीवन में एक परिवर्तन करने के लिए तैयार हो जाते हैं, तब जिस प्रकार पेतरुस, योहन और याकूब में महसूस किया था, जो उन्होंने वहां पर परिवर्तन को उन्होंने महसूस करके अब एक अलग अनुभव देखा था, वही अनुभव उनको भी हो रहा था और हमें भी हो जाएगा। तो आज हम थोड़ी देर के लिए मनन चिंतन करें और अपने आप से पूछे, व्हाट इज द आइडेंटिटी ऑफ जीसस? वो मेरे लिए क्या है? हु इज जीसस फॉर मी? जीसस मेरे लिए क्या है? यीशु मेरे लिए क्या है? ये हमें अंदरूनी जीवन की देखना पड़ेगा, तभी हमें मालूम पड़ेगा कि ये क्या हो रहा है, क्या नहीं हो रहा है। अन्यथा हम उनके समान सतह पर रहेंगे और जीवन के अंदरूनी और हम नहीं देखेंगे। तो आज हमें कलीसिया बुलावा देती है, जो भी हम कर रहे हैं, चाहे हम उपवास करें, चाहे हम क्रूस यात्रा करें या अन्य रूप में हम यह चालीसा का मना रहे हैं, इसमें धीरे धीरे हम में एक परिवर्तन आना जरूरी है। परिवर्तन जब आ जाता है तो हम में एक बदलाव आ जाता है और प्रभु को हम एक दूसरी तरफ से देखते हैं, क्योंकि प्रभु के साथ हमें जाना है और धीरे धीरे हम वहां पर पहुंच जाएंगे जहां पर रेजरेक्शन यानी पुनरुत्थान होगा। वही हमारा लक्ष्य है। तो आइए प्यारे भाई और बहनों, यह समय जो है अमूल्य समय है, इसको हम गंवाएं नहीं। हम रोज जब हमारी प्रार्थना में सजग हो जाते हैं, जब हम हर प्रकार से हम चालीसों को मनाना चाहते हैं और हमारा संबंध जब धीरे धीरे बदल जाते हैं, तो ऊंची तरफ से हम देखेंगे और प्रभु के हम सच्चे अनुयायी बन जाएंगे। थैंक यू एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू।
My Father in heaven, holy is your name above all names. May your name be glorified.
John, James. What is it? It is Moses and Elijah speaking with Jesus. Teacher, it is good for us to be here. Let us make 3 shelters. One for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah.
This is my dearly loved son. Listen to him.
Arise, and do not be afraid. Don't tell anyone what you have seen until the Son of Man has been raised from the dead.
Please explain.